Natalie from Russia.
This is Gunther from Mozambique. Come with us.
This film is about our South African adventures. Very dangerous sailing if you are not super careful. These trips left something strange in our feelings. Even after 24 years of sailing and many thousands of miles, it puts something in the back of your mind which is strange. But about this later. Now we are on the way down to South Africa. We left the island of Bazaruto on the Mozambique coast and had a very nice, good weather window. We have about 12 to 13 knots of apparent wind, doing constantly between 9 and 10 knots of speed, going down the Mozambique coast in direction South Africa. So we are pretty fast, which is very, very necessary because the weather window Des announced us is very short. So we have to be fast to get it before the next southerly storms come and hit us. We have only out the mainsail with 3 reefs and we are doing about 10 knots. We have 27 to 29 knots of wind. Just passing the first South African harbour, Richards Bay. And we reached Durban harbour early in the morning. What control, this is sailing yacht Umadum.
Good morning, sailing yacht.
Good morning. We are coming from Madagascar and want to ask permission to go into the port. We are about 1 mile off the entrance, over.
Permission granted.
It's past the rudder, right? Yeah, it's on the back. We can sort it out. When you're on your boat, you can adjust it later on.
A South African, a traditional South African Christmas meal. Lots of meat, rice, potatoes.
That is now going to cook for 2 to 3 hours.
Well, this is going to take around about half an hour, and then to put the dumpling in, another 45 minutes, you have to have it.
Durban Indian bunny.
It's traditional bunny chow. Only in Durban.
It's got 3 legs, the potjie. And you sit while it's cooking over 3-4 hours. You drink. You only got 2 legs. You fall down. When you wake up, the 3 potjie is still standing, and then you can eat. Enjoy. Cheers.
Say welcome to Durban, and next time you visit, you know where to come.
How many meters are you?
1 time 20.
Near the bottom, what we did, we pulled it as well, so that it wasn't too cranked.
I'm interviewing you. I ask question, you answer.
Shall I interview you?
No, I ask question, you answer. That's easier for me.
Welcome to Durban.
And I sold my yacht in Kenya and he's still cruising. It's 23 years. And now 2 weeks ago, they sailed into Durban.
And we met Des Kaysen, our South African weather router, and made a film with him about this dangerous coast.
The Mozambique Channel is dangerous. Our coastline is dangerous.
So why this Mozambique and South African coast? For everybody who has not sailed here, why is it so dangerous? It's one of the dangerous places in the world.
Look, it's considered the second most dangerous in the world. And the only one that actually beats it is the Grand Banks off Nova Scotia.
Yeah, it's cold here. Very cold. But we have a nice weather window for 48 hours to go down to East London and hide from the next southwesterly storm. What are these weather windows? You can sail easily to the south when the wind and the current pushes you down south. With the regular bad weather systems blowing from the south, you get really high breaking waves. It is wind against current what makes the wave building up enormously. 10 to 15 meters is not uncommon. On a normal ocean this is just bad weather, but here on the Wild Coast this will be survival mode. We made it down the so-called Wild Coast in very good time. We came into East London at night and woke up at a very calm anchorage.
Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends owned Porsche. Dear Allah, greetings from East London. Funny, huh? In the anti-world, where the antipodes live, there is a anti-London, East London. Actually, provincial town producing Mercedeses. The most dangerous part of the Wild Coast done. Now we can exhale and relax. The last leg from Durban was not pleasant. I was creepy worried to sail this time, knowing the forecast. The pressure of a very time-limited weather gap. Literally walking the razor's edge. We should be fast. We must be fast to get into shelter before the next storm. This creepy state does something to your mind. And I have no idea how to get rid of it.
The southwest storms that come through, or systems, come through regularly, 4 to 5 days apart, 28 to 35 knot winds. They're blowing over the current, creating breaking waves of 8 to 12 meters high. If you get inside the 50 to 100 meter line, you're out of the current, and therefore the wave size is minimal.
The boat of White Shark Africa was our neighbor in the marina. We went cage diving with them, and later we made a film with the white shark expert Craig Ferreira.
White shark, the great white shark. They are so huge. They are so awesome. They are so smooth movement.
Don't run away just yet.
Between 6 and 20, 25 people get killed by great white sharks. I mean sharks. Sharks. In general.
So that means there are millions of people in the water, swimming, diving, working, fishermen, what else?
The chance of being killed by a shark is less than the chance of being killed in your car while you're driving to go surfing.
The southernmost point of African continent and the most southern point we have ever been before. It's time to say goodbye to the Indian Ocean and to say hi to the Atlantic.
We arrived in Simonstown early in the morning.
In Simonstown, I feel like I'm at the end of the world. The cries of seagulls, the ringing of bells, and the smell of eucalyptus. It's the border between the roaring 40s and the Cape of Good Hope. And the clouds are crawling down from the Table Mountain and going down to the Antarctica, like the whales.
Now we are rounding Cape Point. It's just some miles to the Cape of Good Hope, which is called the Cape of Storms. We have 3 knots of wind. We are running the engine and it's frightening much wind. 3 knots. Cape Town was music, 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 and museums and culture for us.